Hey everybody, we're gonna use a totally unofficial Adventure Time tarot deck today. So we have the washer going on in the background, so hopefully that doesn't impact this too much. So alright, well, let's see what comes out. So what is the collective's reading today, Spirit? What's their significator card for today? Five of Wands. We had that yesterday on up here. Okay, what crosses them? Three of Wands. I mean, it sounds like you're distracted. Distracted with colliding passions, colliding passions for sure with other people, things that you're not seeing eye to eye. You could be having a hard time seeing your kingdom, like everything that you own, all your good things. Right now you might be going through a bit of a transformation. I think you need all of this. Honestly, is saying that you need to trust in the universe. Because we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords up here is about, yeah, let's take a second. So the Two of Swords is about being stuck between two different decisions. It's kind of like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're stuck between the two and you don't know what to pick. And eventually they just start slowing and closing it until you don't have a decision anymore. So, like, one of the best things that you can do is to take off the blindfold. If you see, put the swords down and meditate. It could be maybe you just need a new perspective, like the Hangman at the bottom here. So you need to walk out of the current environment that you're in to get a new, fresh perspective. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands is all about like following her passions, following her drive, her will, whatever she likes, she does. Whatever she wants to do, she does. She takes care of herself. She is definitely like very athletic, very focused on like the sensual side of life. And she's in reverse. So you may have had like blockages in your confidence. You may have had blockages in just your, you may have had like a buildup of anxiety and restlessness and not had anywhere to put it. You could have been feeling a little bit like under the weather or tired. Maybe you were lacking sleep. This would actually very well indicate a lack of sleep. So maybe you need to, you know, spend some time on, like, at night just relaxing a little bit more so that it's easier to get to sleep. And then in your near future with the sun in reverse, it means like that you're not supposed to know what's ahead of you right now. It also is saying that you could be, yeah, exactly, like you might be feeling a little bit insecure lately, like feeling like just there's a lot of things going. You might be stuck in like feeling like things are going wrong and things aren't getting better and you don't think they're gonna get better. But I think like the universe is just telling you to trust in the process and to look at what you already have. Okay. Yeah, so you probably have a lot of anxiety. You're probably thinking the worst about the future. It could be that your environment is changing right now, and You might feel very ungrounded. Sudden changes that you're already aware of may have happened. It's just like displacement. Like, in the extreme form, it's diaspora. But it's... Sorry for speaking while I was shuffling. I don't know if you guys could hear me. Hopefully you guys did. But yeah, you could be feeling like, ooh, so the thing that did uproot you could be receiving karma. They could be losing their importance. Two of Coins, Lovers, Hopes and Fears. Cute. What's their final? Ooh, Three of Swords here. Okay. And at the bottom we have King of Coins. I do like this tarot deck because it's a bit smaller and it's easier to fit in frame. Okay. So, yep, so with the Tower and then the Two of Coins in your environment, exactly. You're having trouble balancing your environment, feeling stable, feeling like you can, it's like you're standing on quicksand, like you can't quite catch your balance, like, and it could be like somehow you're sort of attached to that unsteadiness in a way. This could be why you're having trouble transitioning. Maybe this unsteadiness feels familiar to you, like it reminds you of home, or it's comfortable to you, but it's not always the best. And it could very well be like you might be choosing in between. There's a lot about choice here. Lots of twos, and the Lovers here is about choice. This could be about love. It could be about letting somebody go who didn't, who didn't make you feel like your best self, and making you feel unsure about your future and unsure of where you are now, and you might be having a hard time seeing like through all of this disillusionment. And yeah, and with the Lovers and your hopes and fears, you could be like very hopeful for a specific choice, or you could, well, it sounds like you're unsure about the choice, but you're worried about what will come if it is or if it isn't. You're worried about both outcomes, and so inevitably you're going to feel heartbreak because both options aren't good options. Well, it could feel like that. And then the King of Coins here is all about abundance, feeling very comfortable, very proud, very just chilling. Like, he's not a worry in the world. The King of Pentacles, he's already done all of his work. He's retired. He gets to relax. So it could be like you're retiring from a specific way of living or a specific mindset that is causing all of this unclarity. All right, let's grab some clarification cards. Is that all of them? No. All right, let's get some clarification on the Sun in reverse. So what is hard to see in the future? What are we having trouble understanding about the future? Why is the Sun in reverse and not upright? Okay. Brighter. It's giving like King of Cups or Knight of Cups energy. Yeah, you're unsure about whether someone will come forward or not. If somebody will offer something to you or not, and it's plaguing your mind. I would say if you're worried about whether or not somebody's gonna come through, get yourself some flowers. Be the one to romance yourself and fulfill that own needs so that when that person, if they do come forward, you're ready and you're not desperate for their, yeah, the bear. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Do what you need to do to feel good. Don't wait on somebody to make you feel good. Go outside in the forest and enjoy the trees. Maybe like literally like, okay, obviously health and safety, make sure you look into things, but yeah, you could like go into the bush with your pet and go foraging or something. So, but again, make sure that everything you're collecting is safe to touch, all of that stuff. But that might help you reconnect with your, just yourself and what it feels like to be human, and, you know, feel the earth under you and reconnect with yourself. Because I feel like when we're all stuck in making choices and stuff, we're not connected with our bodies, we're very connected with our minds. And it makes it hard to, it makes us restless, it makes it hard to sleep. Child. You need to like, yeah, go back to your inner child, go back to, you know, your childlike wonder, especially under the Queen of Wands and the Hangman here, beside the Hangman. What could help you is, going back, the story of this person here, she was adopted, and she was very problematic. This is during the Victorian era, so she was misbehaved as a child and was judged very badly for it, and she was problematic according to that era, and so she felt very alone and left out and stuck. And people would talk about her behind her back through letters, because yeah, instead of phone calls, it was through letters. And all she needed was nurturing, more nurturing and love and care, right? And that's all a child needs. And then eventually they'll figure it out, but she lived a really tough life. And so I think going back to that child within you that had a very hard life and reintroducing what a good life should be and what you should have had growing up, it'll help heal that part of you and mend. Like, it feels like this heartbreak, you're in a spot where this heartbreak is inevitable. So, you know, start going easy on yourself, because you have loss ahead of you. Either you're sacrificing one thing to have the other, right? There's loss in some way. That's why it's such a hard decision. Lilies. What's a bouquet? Lilies is all about purity. Going back to childhood lilies, bouquets were scythe. Lilies. Somebody, just be careful of somebody, you know, have boundaries. Don't let somebody, let's say your garden, don't let somebody just chop it up and have a bouquet for themselves, you know? Don't let somebody take that away. Have good boundaries. It's interesting how we have both the bear and the dog. Both are very loyal animals that are quite defensive, quite protective, possessive. So just be careful of that too, especially with the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords here. It's like a nice little progression. But here, after the Three of Swords, you have the lilies, and they come after the Three of Swords, right? So purity, clarity, relaxation, calm, kind of like the eye of the storm, you know? You can be that eye of the storm. Think so. Let's get some advice quickly. I'll grab the regular tarot. Wait, did you guys see that? This was up top like that. It was yesterday I found this extra card, or it was flipped up right or something, and I put it there. So you have the Nine of Pentacles with the Crow. She's like interacting. It looked like a crow to me anyway. So intermingling with the divine while being grounded. So what's their advice? Eight of Wands in reverse. Don't get ahead of yourself. Really take your time and breathe. I honestly feel like put the decision on put it in a jar on a shelf. Either that's physically or mentally, like put a piece of paper of your decision in a jar and put it on a shelf away so that you're not thinking about it. And you can always go back to it anytime you need to, and anytime you see the jar, you can just go and grab it. Don't wait on this person. Don't wait on an opportunity. Go get your opportunity yourself. Even if the opportunity comes forth, it's not going to be exactly what you want it to be. Again, this is all in the cards, and this is all for entertainment purposes, so at the end of the day, do what resonates with you and do what makes you feel good. Let's get one more card. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, again, don't wait on this person. Get your bag yourself, you know. Exactly. Your power. Stand in your power. Stand in... You're very smart. Like, you know a lot. You're very smart. You know what is right. You know where the truth lies. So lean into that. Maybe just take some time and meditate. Yeah, you're feeling a bit ungrounded. Yes. See, oh, this isn't the cards, guys. So Page of Swords, all about going forward with humility and clarity, and it's kind of like starting school, like you're an alumni, that's after school, you know, it's your first year in university kind of thing. And then this is ungroundedness, stubbornness, unwilling to change, and this is from the 4 to the 5, leading into loss, grief, loneliness. The Lovers, about a choice. Then Three of Swords, which is about heartache, heartbreak. Oh, but it gets better, you guys. So we have, after that, we have the Page of Pentacles, which could be a job offer, somebody coming forward, some opportunity for you that will lead to the 10 of Pentacles, which is about your dreams come true. And it's going to come true with some sort of truth revealed to you. And that's coming in soon, guys. Of course, I can't give you a timeline. Maybe we'll put this here. Interesting how we have the Scythe and the Ace of Swords. So double confirmation. But, and we have the King of Coins at the bottom here. So your overall, like, energy after all of this chaos and whatever, you're gonna find your stability in whatever way that'll look like for you. It could be just one form of stability in your life, like emotional stability. It could be, like, security. So, yeah, I hope this helps you guys. Go easy on yourself. Take it day by day. By buy yourself flowers, you know, if you're having a hard time, romance yourself, because it sounds like that's what you want. And when you do that for yourself, you're telling the universe, this is what I want and this is what I want to, how I want to be treated. So, good job, guys. I know it's tough. I know it hurts, but we got this. We're in this together. We can get through this. All right? So, with that, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Take care. Good luck.